Okay, let's just jump right in. I want you to picture two worlds colliding.
Okay.
In one corner, you have this impossibly graceful ballet dancer. We're talking years of just grueling, intense discipline, all for that ultimate dream of being on stage.
And right next door. Literally sharing a wall, you've got a boxer.
Mm.
Stoic, passionate, fiercely intense.
It's just the perfect contrast, isn't it?
It really is. A soft-spoken kid driven by, this delicate art form, and then this other young man driven by raw, aggressive power.
Yeah.
You have to ask, how do those two paths not only cross, but become one?
That exact collision is the heart of the story we are diving into today. It's the wildly popular Chinese danmai novel, which is the boys' love genre, and its manhua adaptation, Pirouette into My Heart.
You might also know the novel by its original title, Salad Days.
Right, and this series, it's just 2 volumes, but it gets so much praise because it completely sidesteps the usual cliches.
For sure. So our mission today is to look past the surface romance and really dissect what makes it tick. We're talking about community, shared ambition, resilience.
This is more than a love story. It's about how two people together build a life.
Exactly.
So the setup itself is just brilliant in how simple it is. Let's start with the pairing, because that's where all the initial energy comes from.
Okay, so on the ballet side, we have Shen,
Who fans have affectionately nicknamed the Little Swan.
and it's such a telling name. Shen comes from a really humble background, a rural farming town. So he starts off a bit timid, soft-spoken.
But underneath that,
Underneath is this incredible, almost obsessive dedication to his art. His entire life is structured around becoming a professional ballet star. He's all delicate strength and just pure hope.
and then you have Jenny, the boxer,
Yeah.
right next door at the youth center.
The complete aesthetic opposite.
Totally. He's wealthy, stoic, kind of aloof. He trains with this aggressive discipline that's just such a sharp contrast to Shen's grace. Jenny is like the anchor, the immovable object.
And the setting is so smart. The fact that Shen's studio is physically next to Jinny's gym means their paths just have to cross.
Over and over again.
Yeah. It removes any need for a forced plot to bring them together. Their first interactions are grounded in this shared experience of, well, grueling physical training.
So, if they're so different, why is their actual relationship so stable? Usually, a pairing like this, it would create a lot of drama between them.
And that's the genius of it. The author makes a conscious choice to put the core conflict outside of the relationship.
What do you mean?
The tension isn't from them. It comes from the immense external pressure of their careers. The struggle to get into a top ballet company or to win a major boxing championship.
Oh, and their own insecurities about whether they can even do it.
Exactly. So their relationship isn't the source of tension. It's the safe haven. It's the anchor that lets them face all that other stuff.
So it's like a tool for success, a mutual support system.
Precisely. It's what fuels them to face the world, not what distracts them from it. The romance just grows so organically around that shared ambition. It's slice of life, but with these incredibly high professional stakes.
They're watching each other sacrifice everything for a dream.
That's it, exactly.
But the contrast between them is what hooks you, right? But the story's foundation is actually built on something, well, much bigger than just the two of them. It's about community.
Oh, absolutely. This is such a crucial point, and it's what really makes Pirouette into My Heart stand out. It shows that individual drive on its own just isn't enough.
We need a support network.
An unwavering one. And for Shen, that starts back in his rural hometown.
And the story does such a beautiful job of showing this. I mean, Shen's family doesn't have a lot of money, but his dream is so powerful that the entire community gets behind him.
And it's not just, words of encouragement. It's practical material support, which is so moving to see. His neighbors, friends, even the old uncle at the bookstore, they're all actively rooting for him. They become his resource pool.
It's so grounded in working class reality. It's not just vague well wishes. We see friends pooling their pocket money to buy him proper ballet shoes.
Yes. Or neighbors lending farming tools so his mom has more time to take him to the city for practice.
The detail about the food, too.
Oh, that's so poignant. Neighbors donating eggs, meat, just to make sure he's getting enough nutrition for the brutal training ballet demands.
It's the classic "it takes a village" idea.
It is, and it really ties into these modern societal values, where talent and hard work are seen as a communal investment, a way for everyone to rise up.
But then, as they get older, that support system has to change, right? And that's where Jinyi's background becomes so important.
Exactly. When they move to Shanghai for their professional careers, the needs are different. It's less about basic subsistence and more about, logistic,
Bigger scale.
much bigger. And Jinyi, coming from a wealthy family, provides that next level of support. He helps Shen financially, and his parents even step in to help with tuition.
So you have this perfect handoff. Shen gets the foundational, emotional, and material support from his home village and his mom.
Right.
And then as he levels up, Jinyi provides that financial anchor he needs for the much more expensive professional world.
The theme is just so clear. They're literally raising each other up, and it's not just the two of them. It includes their parents, their whole neighborhood. It makes their success feel earned by everyone.
Which explains why fans call the story so wholesome and fluffy. If you have that kind of solid foundation, you just don't need the manufactured drama.
Which brings up a great question. Does avoiding that internal conflict make the story boring?
And the answer is?
A definite no. Because the tension comes from the sheer difficulty of their goals, not from misunderstandings or love triangles.
So let's break down how that progresses, because it's a slow burn. It happens over, what, a decade?
At least. It starts with the meeting of worlds when they're about 10 years old. And it's not romantic at all. It's about mutual respect.
They see each other's dedication.
Exactly. They witness the shared sacrifice.
Yeah.
Then you get the deepening the bond phase through their teens and early 20s.
And this is where the intimacy grows, but it's very subtle.
It's all in the small moments. Sharing meals, quiet walks, him helping her with something, her being there for him. Eventually, they're living together, building a home.
And their love is really expressed through that shared domestic life, through being present.
It really is. It's Jinyi cleaning Shen's apartment after a brutal rehearsal. It's Shen sitting ringside while Jinyi trains. That kind of stability is their language of love, especially in this cultural context where overt affection isn't always the focus.
They're a safe harbor for each other.
They are. And that builds to the third act, the deepening commitment and career success.
The climax.
This is where everything they've worked for comes to a head. Shen has his huge auditions for the lead in Swan Lake.
And Jinyi has his biggest, most high-stakes fights.
And the resolution is just completely positive. They both reach the top of their fields. All that dedication pays off.
And that's when their unlabeled partnership finally becomes a formal, acknowledged relationship.
Right, and we have to talk about the cultural context here. The story works within certain constraints, so it relies on emotional intimacy and planning a future together, what fans call pure deep love, rather than explicit physical stuff.
But it's still so powerful.
Incredibly. So when the story mentions them getting married, it's about that deep personal union, a lifelong commitment. That's the ultimate statement of their bond, regardless of legal recognition.
And that satisfying ending is a huge part of its appeal. You see all that hard work rewarded.
Definitely.
Speaking of rewarding, we have to talk about the art in the manhua. The artist, Teng Liuzhang. The art is just gorgeous.
Oh, it's top-notch. And it's not just pretty for the sake of it. The art is essential to the story.
Because you have a ballet dancer and a boxer.
Right. Two disciplines all about movement and form. The artist has to be able to draw the power of a punch and the delicate line of a pirouette. And Teng Liuzhang just excels at it. You feel the physical effort.
And the use of these big, detailed panels just pulls you right in.
You get completely immersed. The beauty of Shen's world, the grit of Jinyi's gym, the visuals constantly reinforce that core contrast.
Plus, for the fans who want more, the manhua has those little extras, right?
Yes. The side stories, they're fantastic. They show their domestic life after the main plot ends, just them living as a committed couple. It gives you all that sweet, fluffy content you want after seeing them struggle for so long.
It's the perfect payoff. You get to see them just relax and enjoy the life they built together.
So if we step back and look at the big takeaway from Pirouette Into My Heart, it's that ambition isn't just about individual will.
Right.
It's realized through the unwavering support of your partner, your community. This story proves that stable, low-drama relationships can be just as compelling as the high-conflict ones.
Because the real drama is the world they're trying to conquer together.
Exactly.
It really makes you think that the biggest challenge to a relationship might not be some rival, but just the shared pressure of chasing a massive dream.
So we'll leave you with this to think about. In your own ambitious life, who is your support system? Your little swan or your boxer?
And how are you actively keeping that system strong so you can all thrive together?
If you want a story that just feels like coming home, something that celebrates hard work and stable, deep love,
then you absolutely have to check out the manhua or the novel of Pirouette Into My Heart. It's a beautiful reminder that success is always a team sport.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing.